is Chris, and I'm doing this video from our unit in 126 Croydon Avenue, Croydon Park, New South Wales, Sydney, Australia. Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. It's early in the morning. Anyways, moved to the reason I'm stating name and address is because lived in this unit in this building for 3 years, and the criminal activity here is insane, and it's collaborated efforts. It's protected. The criminals here are protected. Nothing that I can do or say produces any effect. The police don't care. Politicians don't care. The building strata doesn't care. Nobody cares. And I think the reason is because the building is the majority of the building, probably 75 to 80% of the building is owned by the Anglican Church. And it's used to house Moore Theological Bible College students. Now, there's three people that I know, our unit, and 2 others that are not owned by the Anglican Church. Certain they're owned by, outside owners, independent people. The rest, there's 3 other, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, maybe 3 other units apart from those 3 that are owned by people that may or may not be Anglicans or involved with the Anglican Church, and they may just be holding the units as placeholders, and then when they're done with them, or they decide to sell on to something else, they hand it over to the Anglican Church as was previously planned. So I have no idea about that. That's just my view based on the evidence and the things that I've seen. I know with certainty that the Anglican Church wants to own this entire building. They to the north of this building, right against Georges River Road, is a massive building and a massive house, and that house was given to the Anglican Church by a rich woman, I'm assuming, because the house is freaking huge, on her deathbed. And then after they received that property, the gifted property the old woman had given to them, they bought another property southwest, just a little southwest, and then they moved on to our property, which is south of that big house. And I have no doubt that they're purchasing other property, other units and buildings right behind us. It wouldn't surprise me at all if they were. I think that they just want to own in the entire lot of property. It would be worth millions, like probably 50 or more $1 million easy, and owned by the Anglican Church. It wouldn't have taxes, right? So I mean, very lucrative. And given that Premier Mike Barrett is an Anglican, and he actually goes to the same church as one of the people that were attacking us, it would not surprise me at all if the Anglican Church has a hell of a lot more perks than just, tax evasion. Well, I call it tax evasion, but, churches are allowed to be tax-free. So, anyways, that's another topic for another time, isn't it? Anyways, when we moved here in 2013, we received criminal activity right away, scratches on our cars, and then it moved to, just unpleasant behavior on the part of the Anglican students, in my opinion. And in my opinion, not very Christian at all. Arrogant, obnoxious. They acted as if they owned the place already. And in my opinion, in my view, when I watched other people around them, everybody walks on eggshells around them, because they have the dominant say in this building. And Neil Ferguson, the property manager, has no problem wielding his bloated carcass around, telling people what to do and how it has to be done, or he has no problem having a temper tantrum if he doesn't get his way, and he has no problem calling upon the great and powerful Anglican authority to help him lawyers, blah, 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 police, whatever. I don't care how far it goes. I know it goes far. But the fact of the matter is they abuse their position within society and to dominate, and in a totalitarian, autocratic way. I would say they're tyrannical, and I would say they're closer to Nazi and cult than to Christian church. I see nothing Christian about the way they behave. When we moved here, like I said, car was vandalized. Nobody listened. Nobody cared. House was broken into. Nobody listened. Nobody cared. Computer, internet, wireless was hacked. Nobody listened. Nobody cared. I said that I was going to do something about it and send information to the federal police. A week after that, our house was broken into and the computer was wiped. Someone had removed the Windows startup image so that the computer wouldn't start. Tried to fix it. Got the data back. Told someone here about what had happened. Oh, he said, you've got logs and you've still got the data? And I said, yeah. Oh, week after that, boom. This time, everything was wiped except for the very top level folders. All sub files within folders were gone. The only thing that existed was folders. Everything else was wiped, and I couldn't find any MFT variable. There was no master file table, and there was no master file table backup. So they had wiped the master file table and the master file table backup, and the file system was corrupted beyond repair, and the files could not be taken back. And this was done during startup or shutdown. This did not take a long time, and the files were not wiped. It was it was too quick to wipe. That drive would have taken hours and hours and hours to scrub, to wipe. This was done using the MFT table, and this was done with high level knowledge, and that is exactly what the guy on the other side of that brick wall there has. He's a mathematician who graduated from Adelaide University, and he has an interest in computer cryptography, and I think he graduated with honors in the mathematics, and I think he's also graduated with credentials in computer science. I have no idea if his wife knows computers or not. Maybe she's a great computer scientist as well. I have no idea. Anyways, the computer attacks moved from wireless attacks to computer attacks, and then from computer attacks, they got so bad I had to remove the wireless cards and the Bluetooth cards. They were still attacking them after I removed all the cards, all the network connectivity, wireless and Bluetooth. I wasn't using Ethernet, and they were still attacking the computers and still owning the computers with root elevation. That means you can do anything with the computer. You own the computer. So I put the computers away, and on the last attempt I tried PowerPC and AMD, and they owned them too, with the wireless and Bluetooth cards removed. They remote attached to the computers and owned them, and the attitude that they had is one of like a jubilee and excitement and happiness and joy. I mean, they're criminals, and they're acting like, woohoo, yeah, we did it. I mean, this is my personal computer, this is my personal life, and this is my personal work, and it may not be important to them, pricks, but it's none of their freaking business what's on our machine, and they have no freaking right. I don't give a crap who they know. I don't care if they are licking Mike Baird's balls. I don't care if they are sucking on the Pope's charming bits. I don't care who they know. They have no right to go on your computer. They have no right to attack you for no reason at all. And that's exactly what they did to us. No reason at all. So the NVR attack is what I'm going to talk to next, and the video is closing to a long length now, so I'm just going to close it down and start up another video.